Hey guys, welcome to this session. We're still discussing about the extractions of metals. In our past video, we saw the criteria for the extraction of the metals. We said that the main criteria is observing the reactivity series of the metals. So today we'll specifically see the extraction of the moderate reactive metals. Now here we are going to see first the various stages of the extraction of all these moderate uh, reactive metals. We know that moderate reactive metals are the metals that are found at the middle of our reactivity series. They are those that are highly reactive, example, the calcium, the potassium, all those are highly reactive, but here we're talking about the moderate reactive metals like iron and copper. So the four just main stages for the extraction of these moderately reactive metals. Now there are four main stages. The first one is mining and the concentration of the ore. The second one is the roasting in air. The third one is the reduction of oxides to metals. And the last one is the purifying of the metal. So far in this video, we're going to discuss two of them, that is the mining and the concentration of the ore and the roasting in air. Then the other remaining two main stages, we'll discuss them later on the other video. So let's start with this, the mining and the concentration of the ore. Now, we have to know that this mining is just the first step on how you can extract the metal. The ore must then be decomposed to give the metal. So this is just the first step, whereby the obtaining of the ore is simply what we call the extraction. Now, the unwanted rock material that is in the ore is what we call the gangue, and the ore is treated to remove as much of all this gangue as possible, just to obtain the required metal that you want. Now, take an example that uh, if this gangue is crushed and washed, in this case, if this ore is crushed and washed, in this case, the ore is then broken down into small pieces, which are then grinded down to fine particles. Then it is either dropped maybe in water, whereby the fragments that contains the metal, they sink faster, and the edges of the air are just blown at it, where the lighter waste material is carried out to one side. So this is just an example on how the extraction occurs to metal ore. Now, a method called the flotation is used with the sulfide ores. Take an example, the copper sulfide and the zinc sulfide. The ore, simply what it is done, that the ore is powdered, then fed into water tanks and made into slurry with the water. Then the floating chemicals, suitable oil, are the ones that are added. Then the sulfides then are attracted to these chemicals. Now, when the air is blown through the slurry, the float it rises to the top of the tank, carrying the metal sulfides with it, and then they are skimmed off and dried. Then the gang sinks. Now, the magnetic separation can also be used. The iron ore can be separated from the other material in the crushed ore by using the electromagnet. So this is just briefly about the mining and the concentration of the ore. Moving on, that is the roasting in air. So this is our second step when you are trying to extract these moderately reactive metals. Now, for the ores that occur as sulfides or carbonates of the metal, the concentrated ore is heated. Simply that is roasted in air to convert the ore into an oxide. Take an example, the lead sulfide, that is, if it is heated in air, so it means that there's the presence of oxygen. So as you can see here, it will it will provide the lead oxide and the sulfur dioxide. So this is just the first process that occurs in the roasting, whereby the sulfides of the metal is heated to convert the ore into an oxide. The same goes to this uh, zinc sulfide plus oxygen will lead to zinc oxide plus this sulfur dioxide gas. The same goes to the zinc carbonate. The same will result to zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. Now it is usual to convert the sulfides to carbonates into oxides before the reduction process, that is the third process, or just the third stage in this the extraction of these moderately reactive metals, because the oxides are more easily and efficiently reduced than sulfides. Now, the oxides resulting from the roasting, that is the heating the sulfides or the carbonates in air, are then reduced chemically with the carbon or the carbon monoxide. The most copper is extracted from the copper pellets. So this copper pellets is the chalk pellets that is obtained from the sulfides of copper and iron. As you can see here is formula. Now the ore is roasted in a limited supply of air to produce the copper sulfide, the same as the iron oxide. So as you can see here, this is charcoal plates. So these charcoal plates, when it reacts in a limited supply of air, that is oxygen, to result to this copper sulfide plus the sulfur dioxide gas and the iron oxide. Now the copper sulfide is then reduced to copper simply by heating it intensely in air. As you can see here, the copper sulfide that we obtained from the first reaction, when it is heated more to air, it will result to the copper plus the sulfur dioxide gas. I hope it's clear. So the copper that is produced by this method is never pure. It must be then refined or purified by the electrolysis process, whereby there you get a pure copper. And if it has to be used for the electrical wiring, so we'll have to pass it through the electrolysis process. So I hope it's clear, guys. Thank you for listening. So far in this video, I've discussed the two main stages in the extraction of the moderately reactive metals. I will finish the other two in our next video. Thank you.